Welcome back to Satisfactory. Alright, today we've got the Assembly Director Monolith outer shell to blueprint. And we're going to start that with a simple, wait, not a metal pillar. We want a concrete pillar. One moment. Let's change that. There we go. And then we'll put in a basic wall like that. And then we'll put in a little bit of painted beam. We'll connect you there, and then we'll go rotate it 1, 2, 3. Then we'll take you out of the blueprint. Okay. Then we will put in organization. This display sign fits perfectly on here. Let's start it on this side. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll slot one more right there. Well, let's avoid that overlap if we can. Exactly. And we're just going to turn this into a giant light bar, basically. And this will make sense once we get going. This is a blueprint for the blueprint. Of course, you've already seen the thumbnail, so you know how it came out. Do we make this an orange one or I mean, I'm really enjoying the cyan. I am really enjoying it. That is way up there though, isn't it? Let's see if we can make it, if we can figure out what color it should be. Close to 00FF. So 0FF should do it. Yeah. Oh, we still have the word shenanigans in there. And just a nice little copy paste session here. All right. We are good. Let's save this as pillar light bar. Then we'll clear this. And then just as a matter of reference, Monolith director inside. We're trying to avoid their supercomputer mistakes. We're going to confirm that we have built this on exactly a 3x3. So we have full reign to use this one edge as part of our decorative path. All right. Let's clear you. And we will start the process by putting down a whip like that. And a whip like that. And then let's go ahead and put a foundation down. Right, so you can imagine this is the outer, and then we just looked at the other blueprint. It's going to fit within this 3x3. Assembly director, we set up 2 lifts for one of the ingredients, and then 1 lift for the supercomputer, and then we need 1 lift to take out the assembly directory systems at this point. And I think we should... Okay, I think we'll go kind of mirror image. Build this corner out as far away from that corner as we can. Okay. With a wall. Whether or not we're going to keep that wall is a different question. We probably are going to want to keep this wall though. Kind of make it a pure shaft for shipping. All right. Do the same there. We'll leave this side open so it'll effectively connect to this side when we put it down. It might be kind of cool. Huh. It might be kind of cool to leave this open. That'll be interesting. And then inside of here, we're going to put in some organizational material. Now we're going to make sure that these are perfectly aligned. We're going to build this side so they line up. And that looks like it's lined up. I think 3 of them should be enough. about those autosaves, huh? So I'm thinking... Do we have our light on? We do. I like having these separators on the bar better than than having no separators actually. So we're putting those in. But I'm trying to decide, should this floor be on the ground or should it be at this level? The problem with it at that level is you can see the floor here. Does that matter? No. I suppose it doesn't matter. Or it doesn't bother me. So let's do that. Okay. And then we'll go here, 0FF. We'll just make the whole, at least the outer case, we'll make all beautiful cyan. Get the layout with the least on it. Layout. Yeah, no, that's the right layout. But I want this to be no background. And then super glossy, super bright. Copy, paste, paste. This one we want to send down. And these we want to send up. And then we'll delete this little bit of wall right here. And, well, we already have access to this part. So that way we can connect the levels just that little bit easier. All right, let's do that same thing over here one more time. So much easier to build it the second time. This goes down, actually. And these go up. So this side will connect to that side, and that side will connect to this side, and it goes around and around very perfectly, very nicely. Okay, that's already looking pretty good, but let's see if we can push it a little further with that other blueprint that we started the video with. Oh, we're out of reinforced plates of all things. All right, the pillar light bar. Let's see if we can get this in place. Man, we are really spending a lot of reinforced plates. Luckily, we have a lot of reinforced plates. You ever get one of those moments where you're like really liking it? I'm really liking this. So now the question is, do we let the light pillar go all the way up without a bar? Something is a bit off. I'm not sure. I think there's... the lack of contrast might be hurting us a little bit here. Took out that center pillar, and now we're just gonna put it back on the center pillar again. Of course, now we're out of quartz crystal. We might be out of quartz crystal. Oh no. This is going to be an expensive build. I think the first monolith is still going to be my best monolith, but I'm enjoying this light bar concept, so we're gonna play it out and see how it goes. Well, that's probably not enough. Let's find something that we can drop off. Oh man, we've obviously done this drop-off plan a few too many times. That's a halfway decent amount of... and we probably don't need all of that. We could let that go. Definitely don't need that. There we go. That should be more than enough quartz crystals. And I'll get a couple silica just because. I'm gonna have to update the facade on my motor factory. It is not cutting it. Whoa! Going way too far. Looks like we've had another map reset. A lot of the power slugs seem to be back in areas where I know I've collected them. Okay, back to it. Blueprints right on the center, right? Then we should be able to go back to blueprint mode. I think we should keep that top bar for the glow, but we should probably wall it off. I think that's way better. And now I'm considering changing this color for contrast. I think that might be what's bothering me, is that it's too monochromatic. Even though it's sort of asking for design element differentials, it all being the same color, I think is blowing it out of the water. I think that's better. You have to ask, you also have to imagine it with two center orange and then two side cyan colors. I just think that contrast has something blue and orange are good contrasts, but you know, cyan and bright orange might not be as perfect on the color wheel. I think we're good though. I'm gonna leave it. Let's save this as mono assembler outer shell. We'll save that and then we'll load. So here's the problem. if I try to put some decorative lighting inside of here, we run the risk of it not being even, because this is definitely made to be built in one direction, whereas the outside shell is made to be seen from all four directions. Got it. Well, we can leave that until we delete it. Let's put you right here. So this wall was meant to be the stacking container wall. Now we'll just have this center pillar do that work. Center pillar. Down here as well. So then we'll delete this. And then right at the top here, it'll be a little bit of a, ooh, what's this? It'll be a little bit of a, kind of a beacon inside of here. And maybe we'll get a little glow from inside, or maybe we won't. We're not betting the happiness of the build on that. It's just, I'm trying to offer some contrast, right? So we'll have this glowing concept happening inside. Should we go down here and put it in as well? I don't think so. I mean, we don't have to. We could, but it's not required. Yeah, we'll put it in. I convinced me. Whoa, there we go. So that'll just be kind of like a glowy center area that will be used to add some internal light that we might see a little bit on the corners of this build. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a huge part of it. It's just going to be, every now and again you might say, oh, look, the center of it glows orange on the outside, and it's also glowing, that orange glow is coming from the inside. Then we've got the cyan parts offering that contrast. It's one of those things that I see in my mind that we'll have to see how it comes out. You know what? I'm going to go back to it. Sorry, I know I'm changing my mind a lot. I think I like it better. If that inner glow pays off at all, having it be one shot would be better. Having this be all super cyan. And then have the internal faint orange glow, I think is the way to go. Yeah, I like it. Definitely. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We've got the monolith outer shell done. I think for that, we'll call it for this video. Next time, we'll have to set up the infrastructure to get the inputs for this. It doesn't seem like it should be that much, but I already know we have a bit of an issue that we need to resolve with the storage. So we'll get that going. We'll get the infrastructure set up, build the foundations. I want to kind of put it over here in this area. We'll see. And then build the factory proper. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.